Hi friends, I'm Sumana Swero. I'm pursuing degree second year in the stream of Bcom Computers. So today I'm from TSWREIS Armoor. Guys, today I'm going to introduce a very interesting topic which is very important in this very competitive world, and my topic is globalization. So let's know what is the meaning of globalization. Here the process of the process of interacting and integration of people, companies, government and technology and also culture at the worldwide level is known as the globalization. Here first from before going into the topic, we have to introduce the types of globalization. Here the 5 types of globalization. The first one is the cultural globalization. And the first one is the cultural globalization. Means, friends, before going to know what is a cultural globalization, let's back to the 20 years. Means we have to compare to the back of 20 years to now, then we can easily know the types of globalization. Here, before back of 20 years, we just used to wear the Punjabi dresses and the chudidar pajamas. But now we are adopted the Western culture like wearing of jeans and like that. And the next one is societal globalization. Here the society has become enlarged with the help of globalization, as the thinking part in the society has increased, and the means the women education and women empowerment has increased with the help of globalization. And the next one is the political globalization. Here the political system of all the countries are going on the making of some of the organizations like G8 and the SARC and also BRICS for the betterment of the countries. Recently, Russia and also the Saudi Arabia countries have interlinking, and they are invested the 10 billions of dollars for the development and betterment of the developing and underdeveloped countries. And the next one is economical globalization. Here our country has stood as the 5th largest economy in the world, with the major players are like World Bank and also IMF, means International Monetary Fund. And the International Monetary Fund has contributing many funds to the betterment of the countries and economy. And also recently the World Bank had provided the 450 billions of fund for the improvement of groundwater. And the next and last type of globalization is environment globalization. Here, before globalization, no single country had the taking care of the environment and also the children's health. But now, with the help of the NASA and World Health Organization, they are introduced many of the technologies for the betterment of environment, and also they are introduced the COVID-19 virus's most master plan for the betterment of environment. And the next, let's know development of countries through globalization. Means here globalization and employment. How globalization is providing the employment to the country's development in the 3 mains as multinational companies and also World Trade Organization and international software companies. And the first sector is the service sector. Means the globalization is contributing the 53% of employment in the service sector, and like the 20% of Indian people are working in the international software companies as a USA companies. Here, with the help of globalization, the employment is the highest place in the service sector. And the next one is the industrial sector and manufacturing sector. Recently, the Japanese company as Kia has started in the Indian state as Andhra Pradesh, and in manufacturing sector, the 24% of employment has increased, and the company named as the Kia industry. And the next one is the communication sector. Friends, in communication sector, the globalization is playing a very vital role. Means up to 23% of employment has increased. And recently, the industrial companies and also in India also, they are going to start a communication aeros in the aerolifts also. So here with globalization in 3 main sectors, they are increasing the employment for the total country's development. And let's know what is the impact of globalization. Here the impact of globalization in these ways. The first one is industrialization. Here the top globalized industries are Walmart, Sinopec, and also China National Petroleum, and Royal Dutch Shell. So here these are the example of the top globalized industrial products which can be using by around the world. Here these industrialization products are globalized with the help of globalization. The next impact of globalization is on agriculture. As we all know, the agricultural products are very essential for all the countries, because we can use any kind of industrial product, but with the using of industrial products, agricultural products are also essential. So, for the development of agriculture, with the help of globalization, we are using the very advanced technology for the development of agriculture. You can see the before and after the peaks of the globalization, how agriculture has developed. And the next one is the impact of globalization on economies of scale. As with the help of globalization, the foreign exchange has increased, means our country getting the more income with the help of exports. So the savings level is also increasing, and the top economies of scale country is the China in the world, and maybe according to the economist, the second place will be go to the India, because of the foreign exchange is going on increase. And the next is impact of globalization on foreign direct investment. As we all know that the foreign direct investment means investment in other countries. Do you know, friends, the total 35% of Indian people have their foreign investment in the other international software companies, as the USA company Avago. Means with the help of globalization, those persons want to invest their money in other companies, they can invest, and the foreign direct investment is a very helpful for the country's development. And recently, the political system and the era of the political era, all the total the globe, they are going to invest the investment in the underdeveloped and developing countries for their development. And the next impact of globalization is gross domestic product. As the businesses are going on increase, the countries are getting more and more exports and more foreign exchange. With that help, the value of money, the value of currency is going on increase, as our Indian money value is increase. So our India has stood on the 4th place in the world as the good gross domestic product. And the next is impact of globalization on computers, as the computers are the globalized devices which are using in the many fields, as like education field, or maybe in science field, or maybe in business field. In education field for the purpose of higher education, or in science field for the research of new things and the new ideas for the business with the help of the computers. So these are the top computers, and also in our India there are the top computers which are using for the purpose of recording of kilometers. So like this is a very good impact of globalization on the computers. So let's know the top globalized brands in the world, as the Amazon, Apple, and Google. These are the top globalized 10 brands which are used by all the countries around the world. And let's know the top 10 globalized countries. As the first place goes to Singapore. It is a very top globalized first country, and also Ireland. And the 10th globalized country is Finland. Actually, the Finland, it is a too small country, and it is also known as a mini India, but it is a globalized. And in total 143 countries, our Indian country is placed on the list as 78th place as the globalized. And the next, the positive impacts of globalization. Here, the globalization is have the pros and cons. Let's know what are the positiveness. The first one is introducing new technology. As with the help of globalization, the new technology is going on started. As recently, the game has launched, and the new technology as robotics are going on using in India. In the state of Punjab, we are using the robot in a hotel for the serving purpose. And the next is the social awareness. Here, the social awareness is a very essential, and we are getting the awareness with the help of multimedia as Facebook and the other Google apps. So here, the top globalized industries and companies are going on starting the awareness with the help of the Facebook like that. Next, the impact of positive impact of globalization is on new scientific research, as the new diseases are going on, new diseases are occurring in the world. So for that, with the help of the top globalized doctors, with the top doctors of other countries, they are starting the new research. As recently, the 3 days back, the Research Indian Standard Institute has researching regarding how to test the pregnancy of whales, means the marine mammals. It is too difficult, but they are researching. And the next impact of globalization is on living standards are rising. Here, the people are mostly attracted towards the urbanization, and with the help of the good, means they are using the good products and services, and also the good branded products, as the good brand is a polo of England in a country, means with the help of these all the good services with the good branded, they are attracted to the urbanization, and their living standard has increased. And the next positive impact is the increasing productivity, as the total world becomes a market with the help of globalization. So here the business is the total mark recently, according to the survey, the total international normalized ratio is the 26.02%, but they are assuming that up to 2024 it is to be increased up to the 56.62%. And the next positive impact of globalization is on wider and variety of products. As here we are living in India, we are just using, means before globalization we are just used to take the goods and services which are produced in India, but after globalization we are using the wider, means the full of goods and services around the globe. We are using the brands of England, we are using the services of USA, and we are using the good employment opportunities in the other Russian countries. So it is with the help of globalization itself. And the next positive impact is the investors get wider opportunities, means the person, those that want to invest in the other companies, they can also invest. And the good company, those, means the total 20% of Indian people are investing in the other international software companies, and the examples like the Avago and the Japanese companies increasing, means the investing level has increased in the Japan companies. And the next one is the positive impact is of directly beneficial to end users, means here the consumer, the customer are, with the help of online marketing, the customer are getting the total free, means the customer getting the products without the middleman. So here with the help of online marketing, the middleman has rejected. So here through globalization, the customer is considered as the king, because no middleman, as just using as which product we want, we can directly take out from the market. And the next positive impact is on health and communication of globalization. So here to procure, means to protect ourselves, recently virus is going on in China as a coronavirus. So here we came to know that how we have to protect from coronavirus with the help of the globalization communication, means how to protect ourselves and how to maintain the cleanliness to be good health. So here with the help of globalization, the communication, means we are introduced a new globe to the world as a communication world, means one world and another world is a communication world. So it is a very helpful to the to us, means the people of the world to know the what is going on in the world with the help of communication of globalization. And the next, so there are some negative impact. As I said, everything has some pros and cons. The globalization is also has the negative impact. So let's know the negative impact of globalization. The first one is the loss of domestic industries, as the recently automobiles industry of Rajasthan has closed because of the less, means the very low demanded products, because of the most of the people of the countries are attracting towards the international industrial products. So it's one of the drawback. And the next one is the negative impact, unemployment and dominance of foreign institutions. Here the most of the people are going on to only work in the other countries because of the more income, and the income level and unemployment is going on decrease in the India. So here the Bihar state of India as say means as considered as the Bihar is a full of unemployment. The another name of Bihar is unemployment because of the brain drain. The good educated people are going on the other countries and the other foreign institutions are attracting to the persons. It means here dominating by the international companies to the domestic countries. And then last negative impact of globalization is that widening gap between the rich and poor. So here due to globalization the lifestyle of people are going on increase because the skilled people is going on getting the more income and the unskilled people are not getting the good income. Because of this the richer is again becoming the rich and the poorer is becoming the again poor. But friends, do you know maybe the rich or poor person they have to be go into the soil itself, but due to globalization this is a very negative impact which is facing by the mostly Indian people as the poverty people is going on increase. So here lastly a great personality as Kofi Annan, a great UN general of England, has said that arguing against the globalization is like arguing against the law of gravitation. Means here the globalization I would like to conclude as globalization is much like as a fire. Means fire itself is neither good nor bad, friends. Means we can use fire for the purpose of to make food or to prepare something and also to destroy the other lives and to destroy the other companies, countries also. So it is in our hands to how to use the fire. Like that only globalization and also pros and cons, positive and negative impact. It is in our hands to how to use the globalization for the good. So we have to use the globalization for the betterment of all the countries. So lastly I would like to thank you to the secretary of all the social welfare college to give me such kind of wonderful opportunity, and also the principal of my college and the mentor Ambika madam, and also the TSAT Nipuna channel to give me a wonderful opportunity, and again to my parents to send me here, and thank you all my friends to listening me without full of patience. Thank you one and all.